Dealing with a relationship ending can be the most challenging experience in your life. And I know you understand that we all have had some type of relationship that ended and we were like, oh my goodness. The emotional pain of losing someone you love can be totally overwhelming, all out consuming. However, you have to understand that it's important to remember that healing is possible and that there are things you can do to help yourself overcome the pain and move forward. Now, we're going to talk about that. The first step in overcoming relationship pain is to allow yourself to feel your emotions. That's right. Sometimes you just gotta all out sit in it. Feel it. Feel the pain. It's okay. Don't try to suppress or ignore that pain, as it will only make things worse in the long run. And it will. You just won't be right for someone else, let alone yourself. Instead, acknowledge and accept your emotions as a natural and normal response to loss. It's natural to feel pain. You know, we all feel pain, but we feel it at different levels. But at the end of the day, it's still pain. Cry it out if you need to. Talk to friends, family members, or even seek counseling. Talk to a therapist, somebody. And even if you can't do that, remember, it's still okay to grieve. And that is an important part of the healing process. It just is. You just got to go through it and feel it. You got to sit in it. Once you have allowed yourself to feel your emotions, I can guarantee you it's time to start focusing on your well-being. It's time to start focusing off of the person that left out of your life, willingly or unwillingly, and start take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. You have to do it. I mean, you have to get down in the trenches. Sometimes you know, people get so upset that they just totally lose themselves. They start binge eating, or they'll start just drinking or smoking and just, you know, all types of things. But it's so important to eat nutritional food. Start that. If you hadn't did it before, start doing it. If you are doing it, do it even more. Exercise. Get some exercise. Get plenty of rest. Get your sleep. If you can't sleep and you feel like you take yourself some melatonin or some ashwagandha. You know, do something that will help you get that rest, so your mind will stop racing. Now, you can also engage in activities that bring you joy and that helps you feel good about yourself, whatever that may be. We all have something that we do that makes us feel good, you know, outside of our home. You know what I mean? Or maybe even in our home. This could be anything from reading a book, taking a dance class, going for a walk in nature, whatever it may be. Remember, self-care is not selfish. It's essential. It's essential when you are going through a loss. Now, another important step in overcoming a relationship and the pain that's involved is to practice self-compassion. Be gentle and kind to yourself. You got to do it. Avoid that self-blame, that self-criticism. Remember that at the end of the day, a relationship is rarely the fault of just one person. Y'all know that. It's not just that one person. It's two sides to a story, and the truth is somewhere in that middle. Y'all know it. And there's often many factors involved anyway. We know that. We know that sometimes, you know, you just I don't like to put blame, so I say sometimes you weren't compatible. And that compatibility comes in a lot of different ways, shapes, and form. We know that. So instead of blaming yourself or your ex-partner, focus on learning from the experience and use that to grow and improve as a person. And finally, remember that healing takes time. We know that healing is going to take some time. Everybody's situation is different. Some people can walk away and from a relationship or lose someone, and just feel okay with it. They'll be at a movie cracking up, like there's nothing, like you would know nothing ever happened. They might be out partying, or they might be with a new person practically the same week, and sometimes the same day. You never know. You never know how people will deal with it. So this is normal, and it's important to be patient and gentle with yourself as you go through your emotions. Don't rush it. The healing process and all of that. Don't compare yourself. Do not compare your progress to someone else's. Like I said, everybody is different. Everybody assesses pain different. Everybody reacts different to ending of a relationship. Each person's journey is unique, and it's important to honor and respect your own. Now, in conclusion, overcoming relationship pain is a process that takes time and effort. Remember this, but it's possible. Allow yourself to feel your emotions. You got to do it. If you have to cry it out, pound it out, scream it out, whatever you need to do. Sit in that emotion. Let it happen. Don't try to suppress it. Take care of yourself physically and mentally. Practice self-compassion. Love on yourself. Let me tell you something. Can't nobody have more compassion for you than you. Can't nobody love you more than you. Be patient with yourself as you heal. You got to be patient. Healing takes time. It takes time. And each individual person, like I said, it varies, but it does take time. Remember, you are strong and resilient, and you have the power to overcome the pain, and you have the power to move forward into a brighter future. Remember to love on yourself and move forward.